Alrighty, my friends. Could staring at this view give anybody ideas on our pyramid just as build? Looking at this view, I kind of feel like I almost wonder if centering the pyramid over this road, so we have a like overpass or what is it, half pipe thing in the middle of the pyramid for our trucks to go through might be really cool. I wonder if centering the pyramid over the road will make it run too much into the wall, though. That's what I'm worried about. And use up a lot of space. If I use up so much space for the pyramid, it takes away space for factories. I guess I could start stacking factories on top of each other. If I wanted to, although that makes expansion a little bit more difficult. Can I land on this thing? Yes, I can. An overpass would be cool. I feel like it would look pretty cool to have the road go right through the, like have a tunnel through the pyramid. I'm just worried that the pyramid being so big might make it hard to actually build all the rest of the factories I want to build. But I could always, I guess, expand that direction, my road, and build factories on that side, maybe. I feel like the tunnel might be hard to accomplish with the slanted sides, but you might be wrong. We can always kind of disconnect it. I think there's things you can do to make that work. My real worry is the pyramid running into the wall if I make it go that far across. Let's play with the pyramid a little bit more. Let's just do it. Currently, I'm trying to like visualize the angle of this. So this goes to here. This angle would be, that would be straight across right there, right? I think this is straight across there. That would be straight across that way. Oh man, figuring out this footprint is really breaking my brain a bit. So I'm not going to worry about that side right now. I'm going to just build it up taller for now. Probably get rid of those stairs. Just build it up taller for now. This has become a pyramid building stream, chat. Okay, so we're approaching the road. If my plan is for the middle to have the space elevator line up with the corners. Oh, that truck delaying was weird right there. It might be good to build a flat surface to put the space elevator now on so I can line up that way. I might adjust this angle once I figure out the space elevator's placement anyway. Does the space elevator have a footprint listed? No. No, it does not. But I can tell you it's kind of a 6x7 because I checked that way back when. I believe it's 6x7. Because that's what I believe it is. Let me build a platform with it on here and we can maybe measure it ourselves. So this is a flat side, so the angle, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. So currently a 4 by 4, so 4, 5, 6. We got here 1, 2, 3, 4. And let me see if it'll fit here, just to get an idea of the size here. As I fall off. If I have this part move all the way to the edge, we can kind of measure it. So what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that 5 wide? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 wide there. And this edge, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's kind of 6 by 6, it looks like. 6 by 6. So if like this were the height I was going for, and I put the space elevator a little below it, I want to kind of center it over the road, I think. This platform here is pretty much the center. Why is that truck backing up? Oh my god! I know I never did that. Alright, the truck's acting a little goofy over there. Okay. Figuring out this thing's gonna be difficult. Okay. So the center of where I want this thing to come out of is about right here. So probably about like right. I mean, if this was the top and an angle there, an angle there, an angle there, this would definitely run into the wall. The pyramid would run into the wall. Am I okay with that? It would look like a pyramid is growing out of the wall here. I feel like it'd be cooler if the pyramid was not growing out of the wall, which would mean I would probably just have to put it somewhere else, to be honest. This doesn't feel like the spacing I have is really gonna work in this area, it feels like. Is there any cool way to have a pyramid interact with a stone wall, chat? Do we have any ideas? Would it look cool if from that wall a pyramid emerges? Maybe that would look cool. Would it look cool for a pyramid to look like it's just coming out of a wall? Like, almost look like whoever built it used that stone as the quarry for the pyramid, maybe? Something like that. Okay, I'm deciding how do I want to place. I think I want the middle of the space elevator. How tall? How tall are the hooks? Probably only want like one tall if I want this part of the hook to be showing, actually. If I went like one space down from where I am right now. Well, actually, I feel like I actually do need to get taller here because I need to get to that middle section over there, right? So we're making this taller. Continuing to grow our ridiculous, ginormous pyramid. There's apparently going to be coming out of the side of a cliff. Now, where am I trying to line up? I'm trying to line up with that right there. So, like, there, I kind of want to line up with that. That's where I want to be. Well, actually, if that's the center of the middle part, where is the middle part gonna stick out of is the question. Man, centering this might be the hardest part. Centering it where I want it to be centered. Okay. The level I'm on might be about the right level to place the thing. So much trial and error. I don't know how to measure and get this exactly right, to be honest. I don't know how to measure this with all the sizes we're messing with. So if it was like 6 by 6 or so, we want the middle is about 3 in, so maybe this is about right. So I want to figure out the middle point. The middle point should be God, it's even hard to tell. I feel like I need to build a ladder in the middle of the road to figure out the exact midpoint. You're trying to find me a truncated pyramid calculator. Okay. Okay. What I'm going to do to help line this up, even if it messes up my trucks, I'm going to put a ladder right in the middle here. This is my reference point for the middle of the pyramid. Which won't line up perfectly because this is on the global grid and that is like 45 degrees off the global grid. But we should be able to make it be close. Okay. So. Nice, we saw the truck go right by. Okay, so if I moved this ladder this direction, it's like right, like if I made this corner my center line, we'll be basically centered. This looked like it would work. What is this? This is a calculator. Spikes calculators for angles and lengths, truncated rectangular pyramid. Calculate the angles and lengths of a truncated rectangular pyramid. Upper base length, lower base length, upper base width, lower base. Oh my god, I have no idea how to use this. Calculation 1: the length of the upper base, the width of the upper base, the length of the lower base. I don't know how to use this, Gunther. I don't know how to use that. I appreciate the help, but I have no idea how to make use of that. Maybe Gunther can make it work. Yeah, maybe so. So what I'm thinking I want to do is have this corner be our middle, even though it's slightly offset from the very middle of that thing. But if I did this, if I was able to get the very middle of our space elevator right here, this might work. Right there. So clipping may occur. I know. Clipping may occur. Okay, so the middle, where did I say the middle was? Right here. What is the middle of this thing? The middle is... right here is the middle. Where these three triangles meet is the middle. Maybe err on the side of being close to the ladder. So something like this. Alright, what is that looking like from out here? The angle needs to be... the angle would be... Dude, this is gonna be a lot. Dull thing here. What I feel like this needs to be is down a space. Yeah, down a space so it's sticking out the top. So I need to actually go down one level for this, if this would be like my top level where I go down from. Looks like you have height and upper square length and width. The angle of the slopes, which you think is 45 degrees. Maybe Nietzsche can tell you the angle. I think it's 45 degrees, I think. I go over to this side. What's it looking like? Yeah, I mean, this pyramid's going to be coming out the top of this. This is going to be ginormous, man. Will I even be able to build any factories if I have a pyramid over this thing? It's going to be awesome looking if this is going to work. Pyramids are natural energy factories, and this is perfect, you think, huh? I think I want to do what it's doing, but one space down so that the claws are coming out of the top of it. I think that's what I want to do. So I think one space down of where we are. So that would be... there, I think. Is that right? No, I think we line it up with... yeah, with the top of the one underneath it. Yeah, that should be right, I think. So it'd be here. Listen to Gunther. Angle, okay. Sure. Gunther, as soon as Gunther tells me the answer, I'll do that. I guess. I'm just experimenting and seeing how things look. That's how I build. Yeah. Measure 3 times, cut once. I measure half a time and then just start cutting. Okay, and let me deconstruct all the guys right above me. And then adjust afterwards, you know? It's the musician, the unorganized musician in me, I guess. Okay. So let's see, where's the angle? The angle would be... I don't even know that I have that many options for getting the angle exactly right where I want the claws to line up, to be honest. What do I think my height is using 4-meter blocks? God. It would be a complete another estimate. I have no idea. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like 20 to 30, maybe 40. I don't know. Okay, so something like that. Now let's find the middle again and place this and see what it looks like. So the middle was going to be right around here. Hearing some really weird sounds from outside. Okay. Looks like it needs to go lower to not overlap, but let's just look at this. Let's look at this from far away and see what it looks like trying to visualize the pyramid with the claw sticking out. This is going to look so cool when this is done, actually. Just seeing those claws from the angle of the pyramid, that's going to look really cool. Visualize this filled out pyramid and the claws at the top. I almost just want to go with that down one more space so it's not overlapping and call it good. Because of how cool it's looking and how already ginormous this thing is. If I go down one more space, maybe I'll avoid the overlapping. Maybe 2 more spaces might be better. I'm going to need to get access to the inputs. I think I might go down 2 more spaces. The sheer to stupendous scale, it makes your head a little shimmy, huh? Okay, so I'm going to go down 2 more spaces from this. Okay, 2 more spaces from this will be 1, 2. So it'll be. Did I put it at the bottom of these guys? It was yes, it was underneath. That guy was. Not underneath that one, underneath that one, and bring this out. Yeah, the scale is pretty ridiculous and crazy on this. And again, I know I'm spending a lot of time on this, but I'm hopeful this is going to just look amazingly cool once I get something that looks hopefully not too misaligned or anything. At least semi-lined up with what I'm trying to do here. Okay, so this is the middle. Most times I've built and unbuilt a space elevator many times, that's for sure. Kind of that angle to my left is going to be where a claw is. Yeah, so something like that is the orientation I'm looking at. But here's the middle of the street. Middle of the ladder right over. Where's the midpoint? Can't see it. Inside this thing. Point's right here. You should have built the pyramid around the Space Needle. So it just peeks out. That's what I'm trying to do, Shogi. That's what I'm trying to do. The problem is the pyramid is huge, and the needle's only sticking out the very tippity top. So, and because of where I'm building it, I need to build around the space that I have. Rand can't cook unless it's Coco's Cookies, tacos, or brownies, or salsa. True, true, true. This might be just about right, actually. Is there space for inputs? There's space for inputs, which I like to see that. There's the control panel. Hopefully there will be space for inputs on this side. And sticking out of the top of this thing, we see these hooks coming out. I'm going to go with this. Yeah. Yeah. I think this is going to work. And then to figure out the width, I just expand around this so that we enclose this thing. That's such a cool animation. So how can I go around this guy here? Okay. That should enclose that plenty, and that would put the angle I was planning on doing right here. Maybe one less, actually. I'd put these stairs. Architecture, foundations, stairs. I'll put stairs like that. Where did you just go? You went literally the opposite direction of where I wanted you to go. Jesus, Zoop mode. Sometimes I don't know what's wrong with you. Literally the exact opposite direction I wanted you to go. Thanks, Zoop mode. Appreciate it. F. No, I don't. It's G, control. I won't even grab the one that's overlapping there. Jesus. The rotation is not with the two corners at the front, though. Is it not? No. Jesus Christ, I can't even deconstruct this shit right here. How do I deconstruct this? Is it only selecting? Is there not a filter out? How do I filter out space elevator? Because I can deconstruct the crap that's right there. It literally won't select that because it's like inside it. That is so dumb, man. That is so effing stupid. I literally cannot select that staircase right there. Alright, what did you say, Nietzsche? My rotation is not with the two corners at the front. I don't know how to orientate it, Nietzsche, to be honest. I kind of want to surround this thing and then put the staircases at the four corners, and those are my corners. Just make it a thing now. Random objects inside of it. No thanks. It looks stupid as hell. I'm not doing that. I guess what I think you're telling me is I should make the corners line up with the two claws like I planned on doing. Maybe that's what you were saying, Nietzsche. I don't know. Like, I want this corner to line up with this claw, right? That lines up pretty darn well with that claw, right? So like that would be the angle. And that that's okay. If I have to expand that road out, that's fine. I mean, that looks pretty cool. It's like climbing up towards the claw there. I guess the question is, how do I figure out the angle for the other one? Do I build out to the claw and then make that the angle, and will that be even? And then I make all the four sides equal to the sides I do for these two claws? I think that might be my best way of doing this. I feel like it's never going to be perfect because I'm building using the dimensions of these 4-meter corner ramps around a Space Needle with a very specific size that I can't control or maybe center exactly how I want. But maybe what I can do, because these angles aren't going to ever be perfect, is just choose an angle that I think will work and then adjust it inside to the way I want it to be. So if I go with the width I currently have, which this looks like that's overlapping with that factory right there potentially. What I might end up doing is I might not have the pyramid go all the way down to the ground. I might put it suspended. That way I can control its footprint a little bit better. That might solve some of my issues I'm worried about with it, you know, running into a road or something. I make it evenly distributed, but I have it on a platform. And that platform is what the road runs through. Wiki says space elevator is 54 meters squared. Okay. I don't know if that helps us, but I guess that's good information. Let's see if I now turn this, get the other side. See what this will look like if I do this. Basically, I'm encasing it right now. And look how non-centered it is now, it feels like. Like it needs to come this way. It needs to come back towards me. But hey, at least this might make this workable. If I encase it, then I can center it better. The encasing is looking pretty good, though. I feel like. If I just bring this whole thing this direction a little bit, I think we can probably work with this. Just listen to Gunther. The wiki says the space elevator is 54 meters square to 13.5 4-meter foundations, which doesn't look right. I don't know. You tell me. I'm building. You can tell me if I'm doing what you're suggesting or not. I have no idea. These two pieces are going to meet over here somewhere. I did this right. Is that right? No, it needs to line up with... No, I think I skipped a corner piece. I've gone too far is what I've done. So one left of here is where I need to go to. One more space here. That. Is that right? Yes, I think the stairs being there is going to be right. You mean for the measurements, he's doing great. I'm sure those measurements are great. I don't know if they coincide with what I'm building or not. I'm creating this pyramid like Bob Ross does painting. We're gonna have a little happy little mistakes, chat. A lot of happy little mistakes, and it'll be fine. And these line up here, and I think we have a top to this thing. I think. It's hard to explain over chat. Yeah, I don't doubt it. It's often a difficult thing to explain detailed things to somebody. One person who's in the game, one person who's not, one person using measurements, another person not. So that is a very tall and wide thing that is definitely not centered on anymore. But if I moved over, if I can figure out how many tiles to move over, we can see what that'll look like. How many tiles do I need to move over currently? Because on this side, this corner is right up, basically flush with the elevator. So how many tiles are we from being flush on the other side is the question. Let's find out. So flush would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're like 5 over. So I need to bring this about, if I want it to be even, maybe 4 this direction. And see what that looks like. Actually, no, I'd want to split the difference. So we're bringing it like 2 over, I feel like. You had to make irregular truncated pyramids out of plywood once, and it took you a day to wrap your head around how to do it, huh? Nice, nice. What I really want to see is if we're lining up the center, and I feel like that's lined up. Something like that would be about lined up, but then trying to center it each direction. Maybe back this direction a little bit. Centering it from multiple different perspectives, maybe we'll make this work. Something like that. The good news is there's plenty of space down there for me to build. That's good. Let's see what that looks like. I can dismantle that, and hopefully I'll be able to dismantle the stairs. Complete the staircase? Yeah, I didn't do that immediately, but I do like that that part is centered right there. That is looking pretty darn good to me, to be honest. Not perfectly lined up with this claw on this corner, but I think this corner over here is lined up with the claw. Yeah, this corner is lined up with the claw very nicely. And this corner, they're never going to be perfectly lined up because it's a three claw around a 4 claw, or a 4 claw around a 3 claw. Hopefully I can get that ladder. Yeah, I can get the ladder here. Hopefully I can get the ladder below this one. Get rid of that guy. Yeah, that works. Okay, I think I'm going to go with that. I think this might be my best bet for this lining up well and looking really cool once I fill out the pyramid. And I have a feeling what I'm going to end up doing is, because this pyramid is going to be so huge, I think I might have it be a pyramid that's on pillars. Because if I don't, I think I might be running into many roads and many factories and many cliffs and things. So let me fill out the floor to this and clear out some of the other floor, and then we'll go back to doing other stuff. I'm feeling like we made good progress on getting the placement where I can play with this off stream and figure out what the underneath of this is going to look like, basically. I'll probably just have to play with this to make it look not like a mess, you know? I saw a really cool idea with pipes to make angle chains. Angel chains? I have seen some really cool pipe things, actually, so... I might have seen some of the stuff that maybe you're referencing on Reddit. Okay, let me make sure everything underneath is filled out. Okay. I'm going to leave all this to clean up later. But yeah, pipes can look really cool with, like, I've seen people use, like, the golden and the copper metallic color. And those make for some really cool looking things. And let me just look. We get a perspective of what this pyramid is going to look like up there. I have a really cool idea. I have a really cool idea that I'm probably going to do off stream. Instead of making this one giant pyramid that covers everything, what if it's not a pyramid, but is a pyramid and a pyramid, an inverted one, so it's like a floating tesseract diamond-shaped thing. And then I can have that supported with things coming off the corners. I think that might be the way I do this. I have this pyramid idea. Okay, I'll look at that angled change thing later. I'm going to be playing with this off stream, but I like the placement of it. Now I'm just going to be playing with... Honestly, it's a little to the right of where I want it to be, but I'm going to say that's fine. This will be something I can play with off stream. Right now I have an MC Escher painting of stairs, ladders, and other random pieces. But we're going to have some cool floating stuff eventually there. All right, my next goal. What's my next goal? I do not have enough plastic for my computer production and my circuit board production. So, I need to do a big expansion to my oil. Both my oil production and my oil refining. Because currently I'm using all 480 oil. And I have half the plastic I need. So I feel like I want to build another train station, getting oil. It's funny because I Watch FTL said the amount of oil I got over here was enough for the entire playthrough. And I'm like, I have maybe half of what I actually think I need. So maybe my builds are bigger than I Watch FTL's or something. I think I can just get more throughput of oil if I go up here and get more oil pumping. I probably have just a ton of oil right now, but I feel like I'm gonna need more. You didn't make anywhere near that much rubber? Yeah, I'm guessing you're making fewer computers per minute than I am then. Because I basically need to double what my current oil production is if I'm going to be able to make 2.5 times 4 computers a minute. All right, what do I need for refineries? Oil extractors. Stuff that I have. Okay, let me just grab some things that I'm missing. Like, I need more... I keep saying rubber, I think. I mean plastic. Rubber. I need some concrete. So I'll grab from over here. Oh, maybe you just split so that you're doing more plastic than you're doing rubber. That's probably a good idea. And I was actually thinking as I expand this, I probably just do an expansion that's all plastic and no rubber. And have the leftovers turn into fuel that I turn into power, which is a ginormous build, I know. Doing fuel power is a ginormous build. But I think because of my power situation and the fact that I've pretty much used every geothermal vent I've found, the only ones I haven't found are probably over here and maybe some up here, means I probably want to do a ginormous fuel power build. So I think the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go over where I'm collecting oil. I'm currently maxed on oil, but okay, you know what? I'm gonna do the build for the plastic first. That will start using up all the oil we currently have. Oh, this is gonna look so cool once I kind of want to spend more time on that, but I also don't want to spend time on that on stream because it's just it's not making anything functional, and I need to actually, you know, make factories in this Satisfactory game. So let's get the oil used up before I do the actual upgrade to whatever I'm doing. So I need to make more refining of oil into plastic. I think the easiest way to do that would be to do another floor of however many refineries I currently am doing. 1, 2... not this floor of refineries. This is what's doing the leftover stuff. Another one of these floors, which I think is 16 in total. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Do 16 more of these, and they're all plastic. That would triple my plastic production, I believe. And all the excess fuel that we're making, we turn into power. Residual fuel. You were going to suggest a diluted fuel generator for your power needs. You're on turbo fuel for your power plant so far. Nice, nice. Let me go build a new floor for this plan. A new floor plan for my floor plan. Found a lot less used rubber, and it's free to switch except the heavy fuel change. Yeah, okay. So the good thing is, I don't need to make a delivery floor. I just needed this floor to be high enough to place the half pipes to make this build. Okay, so the piping will be in the middle there. I think what this would actually require me to do is... Oh, that's a quarter pipe right there. Okay. I think I need a half pipe, half foundation there. Okay. Okay. And... Wow, this is going to be a big build. This might be the rest of the stream that we're working on this. Fuel, like oil and fuel builds are always extremely complicated. This is not right because I need the input. Actually, do I need to do this backwards? Yeah, because the back side of this is going to need piping. So I think what I do is this. And I delete this row and do the half pipes here, I think. Oh wait, actually I didn't need to do all this. I didn't need the half piece. I didn't. I feel like I did. Okay, oh, how did I do the bottom floor? Is the bottom floor oil in from the outside or in the middle? I think it's in from the middle. It's like this. I think I'm gonna have to go look on the bottom floor so I can make this look the same. I think it's like that. Okay. Yeah, it's hard to tell when you're looking down from above because the quarter pipe looks the same as the half foundation from really far above. And then you have two half things on top next to each other, and then it's really confusing. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So the fourth foundation from the wall is where I start. No. Fourth foundation on that side and half over. So this one's 3.5. Okay. So on the right, 3.5. On the left, 4. Okay. From the wall. So I have this too close to the wall up here. All right, so 1, 2, 3, and a half. Is that right? 1, 2, 3. Let's do the one that's 4. That one's easier to see where it needs to go here. Let's see. Okay, I think that's right. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. Is that right? Because I wanted to make it so... Jeez. I think maybe that's right. I gotta go check this again. Man, it's so hard. These things are so hard to keep track and lined up with. Okay. Okay, I have these turned around, don't I? I have the inputs coming from the sides, don't I? Yeah, crude oil is coming from the sides. That's what's throwing me off. That's what's throwing me off. I have them flipped around. Once I flip them around, it should be right. Think I could replace my fluid buffer with industrial buffer now? I could, and I probably will, Gunther. I'm doing that after I do the initial rubber setup, because then I got to figure out how I'm building a fuel power plant, and that's going to be a ginormous project. So I'm going to do that once I figure out where all this heavy fuel that I'll be creating is going to go. So that's why I said this project's going to take probably the rest of the stream to complete, to be honest. Okay, I think this is right. Can you make a blueprint of these refineries with half pipes? I think they're too big. I think it's too wide. The new one is what, like 5 wide? And this is with half pipes. How wide is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's about 6 wide with the half pipes. I think, anyway. I can measure it if I do this. If you include the half pipes, it's 9 wide. So it'd be 7 wide with leaving out 1 half pipe, with which I think is still too wide. I honestly would like to blueprint this though. Crap. So maybe I'll go look at my blueprint and see if it's doable. There's the start of that. I have a feeling it's just too wide. I kind of need to clear my past blueprint anyway, so let me go. Let's go take a quick look at blueprint mode. I'm pretty sure the blueprint is 5 by 5, and I need at least 7 for refineries. Refineries are just too big. It's kind of the reason why I didn't even mess with trying to do an assembler factory or blueprint, because assemblers are even bigger than, well, they're wider than refineries. So how wide is this? Yeah, it's 5 by 5, right? And that's 4, so that means 5 by 5. I just don't think it's going to work. Let me see what happens if I try to do it with just partial quarter pipes. Like, I'd want to make it so I can at least fit the pipes in. Split the difference in blueprint the middle. Yeah, that's what I'm looking. That's what I'm attempting right here. Doing just one side of it and seeing if that would work. Excuse me. Which might still save us some time. Okay. So input. This is the front. Input on the back. Jeez, this is so hard to line up with so little space to work with. So I think I'd do this on the half pipe. This would be the half one. This might speed up our time if I set it up this way. So we do that. Can I fit the other half pipe here? I can fit one side of the half pipe. Strangely. How did I line this up over here? Oh, I didn't go halfway. Okay, okay. Okay, yeah, this might be useful. Or no, actually, if I want to have two across from each other, I want not this part and use that part as my piece to make the mirrored piece. So we do two half pieces like you say, Gunther. Yeah, that might work. That might work. Although let me put them back for constructing right now. Try to figure out how to do these half pieces that we line up. I think I could do the piping and the wires and stuff this way. If you can get the pipe and the glass floor in, that would be nice. Yeah, I want to do that as well. But I think I'll be able to do 3. So I'm gonna have to think this through, but I think I'm trying to think how to do this with mirroring. And my brain is probably gonna break trying to figure that out. Let me get a half pipe, a half. Dang, am I even going to be able to do the piping here or not? Oh, it will let me do the pipe here? Okay, that's good, actually. That's really good. Did I do one up or did I do on the bottom? I think I did it on the bottom. Is a brain-breaking day, first calculating positions of a pyramid, and now this? Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Getting the pipe in there might be easy on the blueprints, huh? Well, I'm trying to think... What I'm trying to consider right now is... If I mirrored this... How do I mirror it with what I've currently done? I think I couldn't. I think I'd have to move this whole thing and put it this side and have this green guy right here lined up with this orange guy here. I'm trying to, in my brain, figure out how I would mirror this. Make a left and a right, outputs are in the middle. Yeah, I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. I'm sure that's very clear to you, what you're saying, but it's not clear to me. Where are the glass foundations? Can I place this here, or is that overlapping? I think it goes off. How did I have to do this to place this before? I think I had more room and I could go like outside of this and build like... I can do this. Will this work? That would work, except, yeah, that's exactly what I was afraid of. This slightly goes off there. If I moved this all over one space to the left, I could put my glass frame foundations. Okay, I can save this blueprint, then put the blueprint in the blueprint, but moved over to one side, and I think I can do this. Alright, this is oil refinery demo. Save. Clear. Will it not let me put a blueprint inside of a blueprint? That would be really annoying. Okay, it looks like it will. Alright, this is what I wanted to do. I think this is what I wanted to do, and this should let me place the thing where I want it to go, I think. Okay. So now will this let me place my glass frame foundation here. Hold on a second. Except I can't put it down, can I? No, I think I have to do what I did before and place it on top of a foundation, which is really annoying. Or vertical mode here. Vertical. There we go. That's what I want. Zoop. There we go. Okay, that should do what I want it to do there. Very nice. Okay. And then this one is going to be outputs, which is going to have a liquid output and a... No, not residual. That's plastic. And oil output. So, if I want this to be connectable, I think I should start this like I have the other one. And this. What's crazy about this is actually working better for the blueprint than it does not blueprint, because the pipe will connect to the floor of the blueprint designer when it won't connect to the floor when it's just the half pipe or whatever. Kind of strange, and that's working. Okay, this one's not snapping for some reason. Okay, so that's good. We got our glass floor that I'm going to have to place like the other thing I did, which is here. I'm going to have to deconstruct you, aren't I? I'm going to do half foundation there so I can do this lined up the way I want it to be. Okay, that looks right. Beautiful. Okay. And we do quarter pipe. Back in place. Okay, that looks good. Then we can do our outputs with our splitters and all that. In this case, it would be mergers. And which direction am I going? I think towards the entrance is the output. So I think it's this direction. And then when I mirror this, I'm going to have to figure out all these direction things again. What I might end up doing is building this blueprint like right next to this thing so I can visualize how I want things to line up, basically. It's 20 per minute. So one tier 1 belt coming out. Tier 3 connecting. And then we'll have to connect them separately. But I think, and I'll have to figure out where the fuel is actually going, but these should all be connectable. I think that's good. Now I just got to figure out power lines. So we do a power line. There. There, and we plug that power in and we can connect this. So, okay, is this everything? I think this is everything. Our 3 refineries, our input of oil plugged in, our output of fuel and plastic. I'm gonna change this to no recipe because this will be interchangeable with something. Rubber. Okay, so I think this is good. And how do I want to title this? Oil refinery left piece, I think. And the other one will be oil refinery right piece. And I'll kind of mirror this thing. So that's how I think I'm going to name this. So, oil. Let's call this plastic refinery left piece. Oil refined into plastic and is it residual fuel? Residual fuel left piece. Where's a refinery? Is that a refinery? I think that's an extractor, isn't it? God, I can't even tell these things. That? I can't tell. Maybe it's this thing. I think it might be this one. Yes, refinery. There we go. And I'll make it like black since it's for... Well, the plastic's blue, so we'll make it a blue. Hold on, I'm not getting a very blue. There we go. Save. Alright, so that is plastic refinery left piece. Clear. Take. Alright, so now that will be the left piece. So what I want is a reference point for this. I'm going to place that. Which direction is it? There. Whoa, pipe dream. Build 5 kilometers of pipeline. Cool. All right, so that is the left piece. So now... You know what I think I just realized? I think I need this blueprint to be missing this part right here. Because this is going to be, I think, the far left of the right piece, I think. Let's see if I'm right about that. because the output is going to be on there. Interestingly, yeah, if I take off this piece, I will have to plug in all the belts. Man, making one blueprint out of two blueprints. It's just not super easy and straightforward, that's for sure. Last stream we played a lot with blueprints, which I feel like has helped me some, but still means it's still hard to do exactly what I wanted to do with the limited space. Okay. So. Oh, crap. It's going to overlap, isn't it? To get it on the place that I need. Jesus, this is so annoying. The blueprint system is weird. It is. And I don't think this is going to work. Because to get it lined up the way I want it to line up, it's going to be off. It needs to be right there. Can I leave? Can I move it all? Oh, this is going to be really awkward. My piping is going to be slightly messed up. Okay, so I need to move this all over a fraction of a tile to make this work, I think. How far over can I place this? There, so one nudge over. Which would be one nudge. That won't let me nudge. Oh, H. One nudge that way. I think that. Why does it let that go off? Is that going to work? That's off the... Is it going to say can't save because it's off the thing? It doesn't say anything about that. Okay. Well, let's see how that works. That's literally off the blueprint thing, and it's not... Yeah, that one's overlapping. Okay. Well, what if I do this? It lets me place that. Weird, man. Weird. Guess we'll find out. It might just require me to remove those tiles, which I think I can work with that. Okay. And then the refinery. So this is the output of the green. There, and if I go over, that's overlapping, but there should be good. Okay. And that lines up with what I want it to be. And the next one would be... Pretty sure I did them every other tile like that. Think like that. You tried to use the blueprint for making monorail tracks, and each piece that it made, they didn't actually connect, so the train didn't work, and it took you ages to figure out. Yikes, that sucks. That really does suck. Okay, and so the back is going to be like this. So we're going to get our piping in the back here. Giggity, giggity, goo. That shouldn't have any overlapping issues. And now it won't place that one because it has to be zooped. If you zoop it in the blueprint, apparently it works. I don't know if it'll save it since it's outside the blueprint, but I guess I'm testing that. All right, so this is the output. Is that correct? What? Okay, that is right. This should be the input. Yeah, it's just the pipes. Okay, this is correct. I was about to get really frustrated that I did that wrong, but it's correct. This is the input. Okay. And then to get the clear space on top. There. Zoop. That lined up. It's lined up. There. Okay. Alright, and then we get power poles for these guys. Which, how did I do this one before? I think I want a power pole right here on the edge. So let me place one. There. There. Now the problem with this side is I can't do any of the outputs, so I'll have to plug in all the outputs. But apart from that, I think that's doable. And what I just realized is for the outputs, these pipes are going to need outputs that I'm not going to know how to line them up. Maybe I will. Actually, are they lined up with the output of the belt? I think they might be, actually. No, the output's lined up there, so it'd be like here. Okay, so I'm gonna have to redo that one, I think, because I think I need to remove this half pipe on this one. Is that what this? Or I could actually, if I leave it the way it's set up, I could remove the half pipe here, and that's where that plugs in. This plugs in to this half pipe right here. I think that'll work. I'm gonna have to test that, but I think that's good, and I think I'm gonna have to add in something on that blueprint. So we're gonna call this one Plastic Refinery Right Piece. Plastic Refinery Right Piece. Oil refinery for plastic and residual fuel. Right piece. And we do refinery again, which was down there. There it is, that one. And let's make it slightly different color so I don't get them mixed up. So, okay, I guess blue and red. So, by slightly different color, I mean exact opposite color, I guess. Okay, save that. Clear. Take. Dismantle that. Load that one, because I think I need to add a couple pipe thingies to it. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to build these two on a platform and see if it works. Get a ramp real quick. Nothing to it but to do it. We just test it and see if it works. The blueprints, and actually I want to edit where they are, so add category, add subcategory, plastic, oil, plastic, refinery. And edit the category is oil refineries. Select icon of oil. Okay. And we put left piece. And we put right piece. Apply. Okay. Okay. And let's see if we can plug this in. I feel like I have this turned around, don't I? This is the part over here I need to, yeah. So, okay, I got this backwards, but it's fine. Yes, here. H. That, and I know it's lined up by that guy being there. That looks pretty good. Yes. Very good. And the only thing I'm missing is only to plug in the belts, but and the oil. I need to get these. I need to get these set up for these guys, which if I can figure if I line them up with the power poles, that's probably going to be about right. Okay, let me go fix that in here. So we load the left piece and fix that. And hope this works. Load oil refinery left piece. And cool. So what I need is, what did I say it lined up with? The power pole? Gosh, I gotta go look at it. I gotta have the reference to see. I think I had this backwards over here. Yeah, the end over here. Yeah, so I need to visualize the circle to be in that area, and then the next ones over are... yeah, kind of right in the open space between factories, and one of them being right in line with the power pole. Okay, cool, let's go do that. This side over here. This one is lined up with the power pole. There. And then this one, like right between stations here. Right there. And the next one lined up with this power pole, is that right? I don't know. Let's go check. Yes, it would be lined up with that power pole, right? Because that pipe needs to go to there. Okay, yes. This is so hard. I'm like doing this kind of blind. I'm gonna kind of guess where these pieces go. There's probably a better way to do this. You probably need a blueprint kind of in more of an open space or something. Okay. And it's only 3, so that should be right? Because this one lines up there. God, I hope this is right. Oh, it actually doesn't really line up with that power pole. It lines up more to the left of it, closer to the edge. Okay. Yeah, it's more to the edge here. More like that. So that means this one is probably... Let me just place them over here. I'm going to place them on here, and that's going to give me a better reference than me trying to just guesstimate it. You discovered you can delete entire blueprints with R in delete mode. Yes, I have discovered that's very useful. Very useful. There's no better way. There's a better way, but there's no rander way. Okay, that's right. No rander way. Yeah, because what this is going to let me do is let me kind of reference how close it is to the other ones we have built and use that. How are you doing during the Hermit? Hope you're having a great day. Okay. Alright, because I have it, it's kind of backwards. Like the first one is kind of right near the edge. And the next one is, I don't know, that distance between, kind of that edge is lined up with that line on the thing there. And same thing here. Left one's lined, yeah, something like that. Let's go see. Let's go see how close I got it. First one's right near the edge. Second one is flipped. Needs to go a little bit to the left, I think. Is about lined up right with that line there, I think. And the third one, yeah, it's too far over to the left, I think. So kind of like that. All right, I'm gonna call that good. And I can deconstruct the one side. Save this. And then replace it and see if that works. Save. Confirm. Clear. Maybe I shouldn't have cleared. I can load it back up if I need to. So that's the left piece. Yes, so we want to replace left piece. And see if I can... Oh god, this isn't gonna work. Oh god, it... Apparently messed this up. Huh! By dismantling and adding pieces while not in blueprint mode. Okay. I'm gonna trust this works and go try this out. I'm gonna trust that this works. Let's go see if my trust is misplaced or not. All that time we took to do that, and we probably could have just built it. However, hopefully, we'll have to do this build at another point, and so this will be useful. I could probably use this blueprint and take off some pieces for the fuel refining. So, trust but verify. Nice, nice. That sounds like a good words to live by. Let's go see. I'm gonna have to deconstruct a bunch of stuff up here to place what I just did, so. Alright, the left piece. So let's start with getting rid of all this. And probably this, and we place a piece underneath here. Place it on, hopefully, and see if this works. Okay, let me see. And I think I need this to go further so I can access this how I want to. Blueprint. Plastic refinery left piece. Output is in the middle, so that's looking right. But I need to remember there's 4 over, so like 1, 2, 3. Yeah. There. And 1, 2, 3, 4. How does that look? Yeah, I couldn't do this other edge because we ran out of space, but this is the piece that we connect to the other piece on top of, I think. Okay. Looks good. Now we attempt to place the other piece on top of this piece. Okay. That lined up. It looks lined up. And now I deconstruct all of this stuff I built earlier. Okay. I swear there's some weird animal sounds in this game. I swear they put them in the game just to scare the player. Make them think, oh, this place is an alien scary place. Actually, hopefully I can just attach it to this over here. Let's see. So, blueprint, refinery, right piece. Something like that. Is that right? Oh, no, it needs to be over, and I don't think it's going to move far enough over, is it? Maybe, actually. Is that right? That's one space up, isn't it? Yeah, that needs to go down, so... Yeah, okay. I do need to have this piece on the ground so I have to place it on top of a piece. That might be the most annoying thing about the blueprints, other than not having enough space, is you have to place them on top of another piece. Okay, that looks right, even though it's yellow, I think. Yes, that looks right. The yellow is overlapping with stuff that it's on top of, I think. Okay. No, I'm going to do a separate thing, so I don't want to get rid of that. I do want to get rid of that. And was there... There's something on top of here that it got built on? I don't know. I think that might be good. And that's 6, and I want to do 8 of these, I think, so... Nice problem solving, thank you. Let me find out if I can plug this in without any problems. It's good. If I guesstimated my... Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. Cool, and then we just take these belts, plug these belts in. And we have our 2 pieces merging as one. So I think that's going to work. Now we need to do another set of these. Pipe through the glass, just pure elegance. Thank you. That was one of my favorite things I designed way back when in the previous playthrough. I think I've always liked... I think I saw some other streamer or Twitch person do it, and I always thought it looked amazing. So, I don't think I can take credit. I'm pretty sure I stole that. I wonder if those pipes will connect. I probably am going to have to disconnect and reconnect them myself, is my guess. And actually... That's not going to work, is it? What if I flipped it, turn around, and reverse it? I just realized the placement of those is not going to be right. If I make the left piece the right piece here, will things connect better? I just realized the spacing is not equidistant on both sides, is it? I would want the next one to be middle aligned. And this is the difficulty of trying to mirror it. It's not modular. Good artists borrow, great artists steal. That's right. So this is not exactly modular. Am I going to be okay that there's going to be a little bit of wasted space? It means it's going to be different than the bottom floor. Am I going to be okay with that? I'd now need to make a modular space to really make a modular piece to really make it min-max my spacing. Because you'll see, technically, I would want this guy to be over half a foundation. And if I try to move it over half a foundation, maybe I can move it over half a foundation and then just fix what's wrong, which would basically be changing the foundations it's on top of, I think. See, that's that, but I need to go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what I would need to do for it to be min-maxing. And there'll be some overlapping things I have to reconstruct. Still fits in the factory? Well, that's the thing. I think it might not I think it might overlap the edge. But if I do that... and then just deconstruct the foundations, I think I can just replace the foundations and we'll be fine. I think. And maybe the pipes, probably. If I deconstruct the ones that are part of... like, yeah, because the overlapping here is this. So basically I replace all the foundations is what I do to fix this. I don't know if this is more work than changing up the blueprint, but the blueprint is pretty extensive, so I feel like just doing this, changing out foundations, is probably a quicker way to fix this. Yeah, I can go underneath this. There. Have I removed all those foundations? I think I have. With these three guys. And then line up the foundations with the places that were correct, which is there. And we're fixed, hopefully. And this. Let me fix the pipage here that's all screwed up first. I'm pretty sure the thing right about there. That. This guy. There. Trying to not overlap. That'll be there. So a couple half foundations, and I think we'll be fixed. Are we fixed? I can't tell. I need to get underneath. No, I think I need some half foundations on the other side to find to be. I think something underneath there got a little wonky. Yeah, I see some overlapping things here. I think I did these wrong, actually. Means if I connected something to them, that those might have been wrong as well. Oh, I think the refinery's in the way and blocking my view. There. That should be right. That should be correct. Okay. And then half foundations in. There's something overlapping here too. Oh, that half foundation's not right. One problem causes 12 others. It's amazing. I think the foundations underneath over there are all wonky too. But as long as there's a floor, I think I'm going to call that good. Getting these foundations all perfect is... pain in the arse. Okay. Alright, so if I just place a couple half foundations in here, this will fix it. There. There we go. That should fix that. All right, and that now should line up correctly. And then I can do the slight overlap of the right piece, and hopefully that'll all work. Okay. Messing with blueprints also gives you more knowledge for using blueprints in the future. Theoretically, yes, theoretically. Okay, I'm going to need to bring this back. To there, I think. Does that look right? I think that looks right. Check over on this side. That looks good. And yeah, you can see the foundations are off by half, which is what I want to see. And you know what? Maybe I don't even fix the foundations. Maybe I just let them overlap. I don't love the overlapping thing. Let's see if I can fix those real quick. Okay. And the best way to do this will be from underneath, I think. So let's go like this. Can I tell where they overlap here? Yes, I can see those overlap. But now I'm confused about which side I went in. Okay, so these ones should be good. It's when I get to the next piece that it's off. This part right. Yep, there it is. That's the overlapping one. Okay. Okay. And these pipes overlap. Probably yes. So if I do that and then plug these guys in, should hopefully work. Okay. And then the foundations underneath are probably overlapping here. Okay. Alright, if I replace all those foundations, hopefully we are fixed. Hopefully. Okay. There. There. You're right. There, we get a foundation slab here. There, we got a half slab. There, all the way across, and okay. Just need to plug it in, I think. I was gonna say I'm done, but I actually need like 2 more to be actually done. I think I'm gonna not use the blueprint for the last couple here because of how non-modular this blueprint is turning out to be, and because I think I need 2 more of each thing. So let me plug in the stuff we just did, which would include power line to there, power line to there, pipage from there to there, there to there, there to there. Mark 1 belt. Should be going the right direction, I think. There. Hopefully all these pipes and everything I replaced and connected correctly. Okay. I think all the belts are looking good. And the inputs. Did I connect the inputs? I did. I didn't actually finish this. And quarter pipes. There we go. Fill this in. Okay, and let's make sure I did that on this side as well. This side looks all good. Okay. So in theory, all we got to do once I set this up is pump oil up into these guys. I still need something. I'm going to keep these foundations here because this is how I'm going to bring the oil up to this level, I think. Get on my level, son. We'll bring the oil up this way. So this should be 12 of these, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes. So I'm going to just manually set up the last 2 to make these the set of 8 that I was talking about, because I'd be doing this modular with non-modular pieces that have an extra refinery if I try to do it myself. So let's just manually do it real quick. Which the pipe's going to be the annoying thing. Okay. It's like quickly copy and pasting my previous build is going to be the best way to do this, I think. Now let me lay the pipe. There. There. If you put a pipe hole in the wall, will the pipe snap to the wall? Yeah, it might. Like you say, instead of doing it that way, I'd have to go here. Pipeline wall hole. Yeah, that does work too. Problem is I don't always have a wall to plug into, is the problem. It's a good idea. And maybe I'll use that on this last one, because I actually do have a wall. But for the rest of this build, I didn't have a wall to use for that. But that is a good idea. I like that idea. Maybe I'll fix that one that I didn't do it on earlier. And figuring out where exactly to line it up. Well, once I have these 2 half pipes, it might not be too bad. See if I go 9E. There we go. There, maybe? That's straight. Nice, nice. Good suggestion, Flirchin. I like it. Okay, so that's all that. I'm going to need to do the insert thingy, so let me place the refineries first, which will be outputs this way. One. And 2 should be the last one. And then this guy. That's backwards. Could be lined up there. 1 and 2 looks good. Okay. And then we get our pipe splitter guys set up. It is time for our last break, so I'm going to finish up this last setup. Plug in everything, and then we'll wait to plug in the oil after break. Because there's going to be a whole bunch of other stuff, because I still haven't even started on the fuel power for all the excess we'll be making. All the excess residual fuel. There. Power lines. And with all these refineries, we're definitely going to need more power, that's for sure. Power is definitely going to be an issue as we turn all these things on. I don't even know how much of the power build I'll even be able to start because of how extensive a fuel power build is. It's kind of crazy. I might even need to unlock fluid packaging to do that, to be honest. Which I can do. I've been putting it off just because I've been working on other stuff, but that might be the first thing I do is unlock fuel packaging and then going from there. Okay, so there's all that. Did I plug in the back sides? I did not. There. 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 And just so this is like the others. It's purely for cosmetic reasons. That functionally does the same thing because this is the end of a fuel line that will just be a full pipe for no reason. Reminds me of nuclear reactors in Factorio, which are quite expensive to make, especially if you want to have a minimal waste one. Ah, man, the from what I've seen, the nuclear reactors in this game are even more ridiculous, crazier. But yeah, oil and power and stuff is pretty crazy. The fuel power build we're going to be doing is going to be pretty intense, that's for sure. All right, I think this needs to be tall. I'm going to need to bring power up here. Before I do that, though, it is time for my our final break, for the final stream break. So my friends, enjoy this beautiful view of not enough plastic being made, being split between two different places that we will be fixing. I'm going to stand stretch, use the restroom. When we come back, we'll finish this plastic build and then see how far we can get on a fuel power build. So, GG cookie time for progress. And I'll see you in just a bit, my friends. Y'all rock.